Hey, no, I ain't tryna hang out a Kiki. I got 3 phones and one of them creaky. Tryna see who can stack it the quickest. Is that dope for your nose better picky? He be loving these hoes, he'll pick me. I be proud of my pennies like Sticky.
Bet I give him 9 shots like he 50. Just got me a drum and that bitch on the 50. New diamonds on me, they dancing like Whitney. A new different world and my bitch is like Whitley.
Man, I just coming for nuts like a hickey. Head on the swivel, cause niggas is shifty. Your mama bad and she been by her business. I'm sorry, baby, I got it to pay.
Sorry, no baby, I got it to choose. Putting my shit up for soul. Flash came on me, you niggas the stupid. My pillow, we keep it in the school up a show. She tell me the door. We came with your bitch and we bout to run through it.
Go to the A and I pull up a Euro. Nigga might paint your whole block like a mural. I be outside everywhere cause I'm thorough. Call on my dog, he gon' spin in the Toro. Break out the I got custom apparel. It's on the shit so my clothes got a smear. I feel like Dino, I needed De Niro. They gave me 0, I turn to a hero. My brother stay in the field like a scarecrow. Bitch, I'm a man, so you know I can't fear no.
Take a little bitch, make her break down that kilo. We really shooting them shots like it's B-roll. That boy is snitch, you calling them hero. We really up on them boys 10 to 0. We really fucking your bitch on the D-Lo. Kill got some diamonds, they singing like Neo. And I'm Friday with KN, we out on my street, this a push, not a van. Cartier wrist, match on Cartier lens.
Do Cartier ring, now we Cartier twins. Do Cartier things, I got Cartier friends. Before they came, they get caught in the lens. Just broke the bank, now I can't make amends. Kick down the door, made them folks let me in. They think ain't don't give a fuck, I'ma win. I bring the blade to your chin, eat your chin. Shark or yen, so I need all the yen. You ain't no Timmy with spinning the bin.
She give me neck like her name was Karan. What you say, man, I don't got no new friends. She always looking for money to spend. I'm always looking to fuck on her friend. And how do you niggas feel comfortable claiming some shit when you know that it's really pretend? And when you get jammed, you gon' tell on your man. And you end up telling them stories again.
That's Flex Cartel and Akil VCR. Follow them both on IG. Let them know that New Regime sent you. I'm here because of New Regime. Oh, Lord, we about to cause some issues with this one, buddy. We about to cause some issues with this one.
Smoke section.
First of all, we gotta let Phil get his off. Phil, you got the new mic, bro.
It's Phil from the Ville, keeping it real, coming at you live and direct from Burning Miles, baby. Let's get it.
Phil, I'm looking at your levels. Do you have a level bar to turn it up a little bit?
Oh yeah, we can make it crispy. How about that right there?
Give me a little bit more.
How about that right there?
That's perfect. Right.
All right.
Listen, now we also got to bring in this caller. Yo.
Energy for me, bro. It's the energy.
It's the energy. The energy's off. Like, yo.
It's been an all week thing, man.
It's been an all week thing, dog. I just been spending all week.
Listen, bro. First of all, bro, you know, I'm gonna need Phil to knock some of that suede out of his voice. Knock it off, man. Knock some of that damn suede.
You ain't feeling that Tuscan leather on my voice right now?
Knock that suede off your voice. You know what I'm saying? Knock it off, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Let's see what Law got going on. Law, we got a question. Before we get into if women are ready to date a boss dude, before we get into that, do you have some type of sponsorship with Elon? Do you call him Line? Y'all know each other like that?
Hey, Mr. Musk. Mr. Musk. You know what I'm saying?
He breaking you off some dividends, some stocks.
He slid on me the other day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, we kick it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy. No pressure. You know what I'm saying? That's just one of the homies. You know what I'm saying?
Now listen, I'm gonna let you. This was your title, so
yes.
You go ahead on and start it off. Full screen, all you Tesla daddy. Gonna handle your business. How you gonna start it off?
Yeah, it's your boy Tesla daddy. So listen, I've been thinking about this, and this is actually something that I was thinking about personally. This ain't got nothing to do with just content. This got a little bit of validity to it, as in, you know, this could be you out there, and I'm just here to help. So the question that I'm posing, and this is to the females out there, listen, do you really want a man that's a boss? And by the word boss, I mean he has his own company and he has employees, and the man's busy. You know what I'm saying? He's a real boss of a company, and he's making good money. Is that something that you you really want in your life? That's the question.
Hold on, real quick. Phil,
Yes, sir.
how you feel about that question? Do you want to? What do you think? Tell me what you think right now.
I think on paper, yes. I feel like a lot of people would come to that sentiment that they want the boss lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be the top dollar big dog. However, in realistic situations, I feel like the greater majority aren't going to factor that in when they're, for lack of a better word, choosing up.
So let's do this. Let's break down. Break down a boss lifestyle for a woman and what you think they're not thinking of when they come up with that.
So first, I'm gonna react this question. Okay, it's the same question that I'm gonna pose, but I'm gonna put it to you a different way so I can get a better. Because I want to know what you two think about the subject before I even go into. Because I got the breakdown.
Okay.
I got the breakdown. So I'm gonna ask like this: do you think that females can handle being with somebody that makes good money and is very, very busy? And what I mean by busy is 14-hour day.
At least.
They come home every day, but they doing 14-hour day every day. Do you think women can handle that? And this is the thing. We talking from a perspective. We ain't talking about a little girl. Okay. This is a question I'm proposing to women. Women that are out there.
Give us an age bracket.
Business. Yes,
gotta be an age bracket, bro.
Yeah, you're definitely right. So 27 to 27 on up. Because I say at 27, you've had time to go and do something for years and bounce your head around and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So I say 27 and up. If we want to be safe, we'll say 32 and up. 32 and up. Let's go.
That's a loaded question.
How?
So it is, but I just want to know, what do you think? Because there's a lot of successful females out here now, and it hasn't been this way in decades. Yeah, ever. Really. 2010 was sort of like the start of the movement where we're starting to see more and more in this decade, from 2010 to 20. In this decade, we are starting to see more and more women CEOs. We got the Me Too movement.
Right.
100,000
all these different things that women are being empowered to the point where, hell, they equals. You know what I'm saying? With all the laws and all the protections and everything, all the knowledge that these women know now, they're equals. Whereas before, they were not.
Well, let's break that down. Define equals.
Equals as in the rights and just
income,
knowledge. They're being able to go to the same schools and get the same education as everybody else. The jobs are not opening up at a larger percentage, and I'm not going to tap into that because that's race-based too. You know what I mean? Women,
right. So you're saying the playing field is level now when it comes to finances.
It's not level, but it's leveling out. So now we have this issue where the women that are like, this is the men.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be more specific. This is the white man.
Okay.
America. The women are right there edging out, and some would even argue that white women are edging out harder than black men or other ethnic men, but they're edging out. And I'm talking to this demographic. The women that are edging the men out, that are being very, very competitive and being very, very successful. Do you want a successful man, a boss?
Or do you just want a regular dude because you already bossing up?
That's what I propose. So that's what I want to propose to you two.
So you're trying to propose to Shorty, you making this much money, just date a regular dude. So you telling them, because I hope y'all knew I was going to be messy. You telling them that they need to settle That's what. Hold on 1 second. Bang. Let's get to the rebirth and the re-education. You telling them that they don't went to school now. They done paid the money for school. They got school loans. They done got the house in the nice area, right? They done got the give me a $100,000 a year chick starter kit card. They got the chick white SUV. I'm doing good.
No. They got the
Lexus. The Lexus.
You know what
joint.
time it is?
The Infinity truck.
The Infinity truck. Now you telling me that after doing all this work, they need to settle?
No, what I'm asking, and I'm not telling anything, because now, like I said, I'm not telling you anything. I'm asking you, are you prepared to deal with a man that's successful, if not equally more successful than you? Are you willing to, because you work so hard at what you do, and you, like you said, you took out the Pell Grants and took out the student loans, and you've done so much to feed into your success. And sometimes when you come home, you just want what you want. But if you're dealing with a man that's equally, if not more successful than you,
he ain't got time.
What you think he wants?
All right, so you saying she gonna get home and it'd be nice if you brought her something to drink, rub the back, but then he getting home, he thinking it'd be nice if you did the same thing. So now you saying there's a conflict here. There's something going on. In Rome, y'all would have just had a servant and y'all both would have been screwing on him, but it ain't Rome no more. Someone's got to give here.
Facts. We talk and
Right.
Without that, because I'm at the point right now where I'm rich enough. I ain't gonna say rich. I am well off enough to eat out every day if I want to.
Right.
My girl doesn't have to cook if she doesn't want to. Ever. The kids, nothing. I'm
That's
well
a beautiful
off enough
thing.
Yes, it
where
is.
I can eat out every day if I want.
Freshman of the year.
But we all know that sometimes women want that home cooked meal.
Right.
So now you got to worry about, okay, on your day off, you want a man, or should I say, on his day off, and you're at work from a female perspective. You know your man is at home. He's off today. He's been working 14-hour days. So let's say 5 days a week. We're not even going to do 6. We're not even going to talk about how, how the real hustlers get it in. But let's say 5 days a week, 14 hours a day. What's the math on that, Phil?
14 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
60 hours.
70.
Or excuse me, 70. My math is bad.
70 hours. So you got a man that's putting in a 70-hour work clock. As you can see how truck-related this conversation is coming. You got a man that's doing 14 hours a day, 5 days a week, emptying out a 70-hour clock. On his 2 off days, Saturday and Sunday, you work, let's say, in sales or something like that, where you got to work weekends. And you got like weird days off, like Sunday and Monday, or Monday and
Retail.
Something in which you guys are slow on Monday and Tuesday, so it doesn't make sense for you to be off on a weekend because that's when you guys do the most work. So on a Saturday or a Sunday, you're at work and you're thinking, what does my man got planned for me? Because I know he ain't. I know he at home. I know he's scratching his ass, watching TV, catching up on all the
Netflix series,
love the hip hop. Yeah.
Binging every cartoon from your childhood.
He getting it in on the Mandalorian. You
Yes,
know
sir.
he's at home. You know what he's doing. He at home watching Baby Yoda, and you at work making a good check.
He ain't took a shower, nothing. He's still in that dang on road.
Now, is it fair for females to expect that man to have something special planned on his day off? This man's worked 70 hours, and he's bringing home somewhere around $100,000 range every day. Every year. Is it fair for women to expect that man to cook or even plan anything?
Law, you are, hold on. You
Now
are
let me ask you
stirring
this:
up. You're
in
stirring
what
up.
sense are we talking about? Every weekend? Are we talking about a special occasion scenario? Like, what
Not
type of
it
consistency is she looking for?
ain't her birthday. It's not her birthday. It's not
Okay,
Valentine's Day. This is a regular. This is a regular Saturday in the middle of August. You know, ain't shit going on in August. If you ain't nobody got no birthdays in August, ain't shit going on in August. Ain't no holidays. This is
So
a regular Saturday, Sunday out.
Phil, what you think? Because the women ain't liking what Law talking about right now. You see,
I see they are upset.
I know. That's why I wanted to. I want to hear from.
See, this is what's so great about this topic, because this is going to bring up a word that can mean so many things. You know what that word is?
what?
Compromise.
Dun dun dun.
What are you willing to compromise? That's what she's going to ask you, or that's where her mind is going to go to when it comes to the exchange of acts of
Time.
service and kindness.
So let me ask this: with that comment that you just made, is it fair for a man to say, okay, well, in this instance, you make $70,000 a year. I make $100. I'm the boss. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn if I'm off today, tomorrow. I ain't cooking cheese.
Yeah,
See,
You worry about the food.
I'm
You
gonna
worry about the kids. We could float this. I was getting money before you. This is scenario. Man comes home.
yeah.
I was getting money way before you, sweetheart. Congratulations. You finally got your little 70,000. Pat
Yeah.
yourself on the back. Yeah, good for you. That little ass check. You know what I'm saying? That's cute.
Oh, this energy,
You
this
doing
energy.
You know what I'm saying? That's cute.
What I
But I
say
don't
to
need
that.
you to do that. I need you to stay your ass home and mind these kids.
Oh, you told she
whew.
to quit a job?
But is that the energy?
See, I'm gonna say this is what I'm gonna say to this. Every relationship's gonna play to its strengths and weaknesses. But for me, being that I guess you could say I'm in that position where I'm the majority breadwinner, I have majority say, control of the money, things like that. We had that understanding before we got together.
Right.
That because I am paying for everything, because my finances are our lifestyle, I'm going to make the decisions on how we move and live. That's just how it is. Now, I get that across in the most respectful way, and we have an understanding it's a beautiful relationship. That's how it works. That's how it's going to go. That's what it is. We had that established from the jump before we even talked about getting married or any type of courtship situation. I make the money. I make the decision.
Okay, so let's do this. Okay, because it's gonna be a twist. People, just stay with me. I know So Free on my ass right now. Okay?
Yeah, she
She is on
He
your
is on my. Just stay with me,
bumper.
So Free.
I'm gonna let
He
her
ready to
in here.
blow my. He ready to blow my
Hold
spot.
on, hold on. I'm gonna let the women in.
No, not yet. Don't, bro.
I'm not. Chill. We're
Not
not
let
gonna
the
get you
women
yet.
in yet, bro.
Let me tell you what I'm saying.
Don't.
And when Law gets his words out, I'm gonna let the women in. I need 4 or 5 women to come in though. I don't need one.
Listen. Don't let them in yet, bro. They like a pack of hyenas right now. They ready to throw my ass up. Okay?
And remember, ladies, this is a conversation. We need dialogue.
It's a dialogue, respectful dialogue. So listen. Okay, I'm not done. And ladies, don't act like this is me. I'm just Mr. 100,000 kicking the door in. Bitch, where my food at? That ain't what. That's not me.
Bro, don't try to clean it up now.
Stop.
Just keep
I
going.
got to because I want them to speak from an intellectual point and not an emotional point, where they just attacking me and saying, "You, what the hell wrong with?" No, it ain't me. It's not me. This is the situations that we are dealing with right now. So listen, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The flip side that I just explained to you was the man coming in with I make 100,000, I'm the boss, and I don't care about your little job or whatever. Have my dinner ready, all that, right?
Make it up.
Now, you a woman, you out there making good money for your man. Do you think that a man that makes $100,000, do you think that he should be more so, instead of I have my dinner ready, should he be more so leaning towards the total opposite side of that spectrum and saying, my girl makes good money, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be Batman. I'm going to be Robin to her Batman. I'm going to let her be Batman. The woman in the house, she's just a woman. You know, you can't change your parts. You know what I'm saying? You're born with what you're born. Okay? She's the woman in the house. You're the man in the house. I don't care about that. We're going to throw gender out. She's Batman. I'm Robin. Now,
So
he's
picking
in a
up the
position
kids.
where he's picking up the kids. He's making sure the food is ready at a certain time. He's missing money. He's not taking certain loads, and he's not answering certain appointments and taking certain calls because he wants to make sure that he's there at 4:30. So by 5:30, 6 o'clock, he can have your dinner. Now he's dipping into his money and playing with his money instead of thinking about how successful he can be and how much money, how he can stack it to the roof. He's more so saying, you know what, if I chip in around 30, 40,000 a year,
It's good.
but I take care of the kids and
And
you
give
know,
her
just
the relaxed
basically
time.
play Robin. Yeah, give her the
Being the
buffer
wingman.
But
be the wingman. Let her bring it home. You know what I'm saying?
But the problem you're running into is that you said 40,000, and the initial problem is they not about to date nobody that make that less than them. So
That's what I want to know. Are they? Are they not? Is that the truth, ladies? Do you want $100,000 man that's willing to take the cut to make you ultimately happy?
Look. Oh hell no, Law, you done.
See, that's the thing.
See, now we
women,
conflict.
in my experience, which, hey, if ladies you feel differently, feel free to chime in on this. But in my experience, that's one of the leading questions women gauge you based on. But when they decide if they want to engage with you or not, what's your pockets looking like? It's, can you buy me this? Can you take me this place? Oh, what do you do for a living? Oh, are you in this kind of alert? Or later on, how much do you make? Oh, can you afford to live in this area? What kind of car you drive? What's your savings plan looking like? Do you have a 401k? Do you have life insurance?
Fact.
These things they use to gauge where they feel like their lifestyle is going to end up, regardless of what kind of money they make. Because the thing about the dynamics in America, if women decide they up and don't want to work, they don't have to. The responsibility is going to fall on the man, at least if you're legally engaged to each other. Regardless of the fact of whatever the man does or what he doesn't do or how much he does or doesn't earn, at the end of the day, if y'all are legally attached to each other, whether that be through marriage or through children, it falls on the man. That's why 90% of the time when people have children and they separate, guess who ends up paying child support? The man.
Facts. But Phil, listen. We coming up in a new day and age. We got things called father's rights and all these types of
Please.
Yeah, I laugh at it too, bro. Listen, I'm just here to play devil's advocate.
I understand, but we keeping it a buck here. That's not no. That we ain't pretend like stuff has changed.
It happens, bro. It has not changed by much. Just like the black and white situation, just like the men and women equality, it ain't changing by much. But there are cases where you could say, okay, the man won on that, or not won. He got the child support. He got that.
Marginal
There are men
at best.
Oh yeah, it's definitely off. If I had to guess the number, it would be 80-20 on women versus men getting out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, listen. First of all, one second. The guru Bitco. All right, listen. Let's get this.
And understand again, ladies, I love women. This is just perspective and conversation. Don't come for my head.
This is my view. This is my view on it. The reason you have to choose is because a man can't be in two places at once. It's women's only right now. It's women's only calling in right now. A man can't be at two places at once. Okay, now if you say, well, yeah, I like the part where Law's talking about where he's going to do all the helping out and he's going to be there at 4:30 when I'm there and he's, bringing the drinks and taking the kids here and there. You cannot expect him to reach that height of income. You must take a hit on that income because he's cutting up he's cutting up his time to go to these PA meetings and all the stuff that Law was talking about. So if you look at it correctly, you're not paying for an after school program, you're not paying for an assistant to go take it up. So his income can be fed into all the things you're saving all the things you're saving. Now hold on, y'all. I got to pull y'all out for a second, because we got our first lady caller. All right. Now listen, she can't be the only lady that's calling in. Come on, y'all. She the only one that came in. I done dropped the link. We need 5 ladies, dog. 5. Dun dun dun. Now, Miss Sofrey.
Yes, sir. Jesus Christ.
Law was talking some real man stuff just a minute ago, and what did you disagree with?
Everything.
All of it?
No, not everything. No, not everything. Um, let's take it back to the beginning. The original question was, what is it? Are you ready to date a boss?
Yes.
Okay. Me personally, I don't mind dating a boss, but the lines kind of get blurred a little bit because it becomes a power struggle. Somebody gonna have to be in somewhere at some point. But with Law, I really started to get upset when he was talking about he don't work the 70-hour week and he only got 2 days off and he not finna cook, clean, nothing. He ain't finna do nothing because he didn't work the long week. He make all the money. Okay, cool. But check this out. I know a lot of single mothers, even wives, who go to school, they go to work, they take care of the kids, they clean the house, they get the kids ready for school, they do your laundry, they laundry, her own laundry. I mean, she practically doing 7 jobs. And you mean to tell me just because you have a certain amount of money, you're not gonna give me that same respect back? Come on now. How many times or how long do women, especially us women, how long do we have to keep sacrificing or keep settling or just keep accepting less than what we know we're worth? How long we got to keep doing that? Now, if you a boss and I'm a boss, we can do boss shit together. That's not a problem. We can make it happen. But it should still be a compromise on both parts. It should still be some form of compromise, some form of okay, you do this week, I do this next week, something like that, because we both bosses. The good thing about being a boss is knowing when to sit the hell down. A good thing about being a boss is you still know how to take care of your woman, whether you don't work the 70-hour week or 80-hour week. You still got to come home and make that thing pop. Otherwise, the money don't mean nothing if you can't take care of me. That don't mean
Wow.
nothing.
Wow.
Oh,
You
This
got to
this
take
is
care of the
derailing.
woman. Don't just take care of the money.
This is derailing so fast. Let's slow it down and break it down.
hold on,
Okay.
wait. Everybody about to go. Everybody about to go. Everybody about to go. Listen. I'm gonna go first.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna get because let me get one real close with So Free. Y'all, I'm gonna pull y'all back in. Darling. Now listen, if the money is everything, and let me tell you why. You can't die without money. You can't get braces without money. I can't put you if you're my woman, it is my job to put you in a safe place for our offspring to go to a school that's top tier and for you to feel the word y'all like to use, secure, which means money. So money is all it's about. That's number one. Number two, if you came to me and you said, we gonna be together, just T being So Free, and I'm paying every single bill, oh, you gonna make that dinner. That's a fact. And nothing too, you gonna make it, and I don't want to hear no back talk neither. Let me tell you why. Because you have the option to work if you want. But see, what I took away from you was the need to work. Now, you can look at it as taking care of the house is your job because you're running around with my goddamn debit card. I mean, you're in my car right now, right? You in my car right now running up my insurance, getting tickets and shit. Right? So you everything you do, your health care is paid for by me, your skin products, your teeth cleaning,
Okay, so
all of that. No, no,
from
no,
a
no, no,
place
no, no.
of
Listen,
y'all.
listen. No, stop. Listen to what I'm saying. See, there's another problem we about to have right now too, because if I'm paying for everything, you can't interrupt me. Like that can't happen. This is another issue we having. If I'm going to be the boss and I'm paying for everything, you're going to respect me as such, or you could deal with a non-person that can't afford to do this for you, and you can go back and forth with him all day. Now, let's switch it. Let's say So Free make $300,000 a year, and I'm just an Uber driver. Then now it is changed, and it's like, do you want your feet rubbed when you came home? You want your coochie ate when you wanted it. I went and got the kids like I was supposed to. You want me to order the couch? Well, I'll be here to pick it up. It changes immediately. You know why? Because teamwork makes the dream work. But you can't say the money does not matter. You can't say that. And also, you can't not be the one with all the money and then say something like it's a power struggle. No, darling, you've lost the power struggle. I got the money. That's how it works. Now, if you balling and you just get to sit on my face whenever you want to, and I'm just like, thanks for letting me drive your car, there is no power struggle. You have the power. The problem is when you want to have both roles. A male, if he knows the power struggle is against his favor, he can accept and just, this is my role. You make all the money. But with y'all, it's like, well, you make all the money, but you should still. No, I should not. No. It's what I say goes, or you make more than me, and then it's foot rubs and lifetime all you want. But you got to choose which one it's going to be. You can't, well, I ain't do none of the work to make your kind of money, but I still want you to give me the same respect like I did. I'm not going to give it to you, because I could say, screw that, and get a chick from Waffle House who understands the game. Or let's do it this way. Jeff Bezos married a housekeeper. Prince of Wales married a housekeeper. Tiger Woods married a housekeeper. Why do they keep digging so far down? Because they don't want to deal with a power struggle when there is none. Now, like I said, if you Jill Scott, then I guess I'm sucking toes and bringing you wine, because that's the power structure. But you can't give me, I'm not about to work and hear this at the same time. Because I'm the type of dude like this. If you give me this when I go home, I ain't paying the rent. Now we have no place to live. And you're going to be like, why you didn't pay the rent? Because of this. I'm not going to work myself to death and then hear your fucking mouth. I'm not going to do both, because I could X you and buy another one. Just like if you were rich or had all the money, you could get rid of me, and there's an F-boy on every corner in America, and you can just pick one up and be like, I don't got to deal with you. You broke. I got Trevon or some insert Negro name. It's the same thing. If you have the money, you have the power. And the problem we're having with women is that you'll not do the work and not have the money and then think I'm supposed to just give it to you. Respect is not something that is give. Respect is earned. That means you have to earn that level of status for me to give you that. You can't just get it because it kind of supposed to be. I'm not about to do that shit with you. Now, I'm not running around the house just being like, So Free, bring me my tea immediately. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's within reason. But if I hear a little bit of tone and a little bit of neck movement, oh, well, I'm crashing the bins because you talk crazy. I don't want to hear nothing back because I got to hear shit in the world. And when I come to you, you're supposed to be like, chill and just relax and bring me my avocado toast, you know, give me a little mouth region every once in a while. You know, that's all I'm expecting from you, because that's what I need you here for. Now, if we both make money, this is my last one. You also ain't allowed to smoke if I'm making all the money too. That's another thing I'm about to stop. But if we both making the money, then we can do things that are compromised like this. Why don't we get a housekeeper? Because we're both balling. No one ever brings this up. Well, I got to do the laundry too. No, you don't. A housekeeper is $80 a week. Let's get a housekeeper for you, darling. I'll give you someone better. Let's for $300 a week, 3 days out of the week, let's get you an assistant. So you ain't got to do none of that stuff. And all she just gonna call you and woo woo woo. And now when you come home, all that's done. We got the money, right? Right? We have the money. So let's all that domestic stuff, we're not domestic like that. Let's just outsource it. You don't have to cook every night. Let's get a chef to come over here. That don't cost no money. You balling, I'm balling. These are the compromises that need to come up with. If we're both bosses, you ain't washing no dishes. Beyonce ain't running around here no apron washing no dishes. You would have the money to provide the lifestyle you want. If you're working 80 hours a week, I'm working 80 hours a week, you making 200,000, I'm making 200,000. Cool. We have maids, assistants, and au pairs. And now you ain't got to do none of that. Now you're going to have to do the breast milk thing because I believe Similac is cooning. But other than that, you will be able to do what you want to do if we're both bosses. The problem we're having with Negroes, and Law, I'm going to let y'all in a minute because this touches my soul. The problem we having with Negroes is that we have not classified what a boss is. Because if we were really talking about bosses, you would not be cleaning anything because bosses don't clean this shit like that. They have somebody to do that. They have employees. So you just be sitting around watching Maria clean your house. Like, nigga, you ain't doing nothing. That's the difference. But like I said, if So Free got all the money, baby, it's your ticket. What you want today? You want some Chick-fil-A? Like, what do you want? It's about you if you got the money. But you cannot be considered, if you don't have the money, your voice is not going to get through. At that point, it's like, what are you talking about? I'm taking care of you completely. You kind of, I hate to say it this way, but you kind of got to do what I tell you to do. Just a little bit. I'm not able to tell you to jump off a bridge, but it's like, yo, babe, can you make me a sandwich, bring it in the office? Like, you can't hook me up? You can't give me that? That's my problem I'm having. 1 second, I got to get off here because I'm going to get to preaching, and I don't want to get to preaching. And I want her to be able to say what she has to say because I don't want this to be a woman bashing thing. Hold on 1 second.
You have the floor, madam.
Who had to take all that in? So I remember the last conversation we had about. I remember the last time we were talking about this boss chick stuff. I specifically asked TB, well, how do we define a boss? And here we are full circle again, and we still have no real definition of it. Now, I will say, if my husband is making all the money and I'm not nowhere near close to his level, or I'm a housewife, whatever, I got to do what I got to do because he's paying all the bills. That's no brainer. But and like TB said, vice versa. If I'm making all the money and you just a house dad or whatever, okay, well, you got some work to do. But if we both bosses again, there has to be a compromise somewhere. Somebody's gonna have to bend somewhere.
That's the point he was making. If we're both bossing up and at this certain level of stature of tax bracket, then there's no reason for us to be having to argue over or have a debate over such menial tasks such as household things. That's the purpose of outsourcing. And I'm gonna interject a question here too, because you, again, like you mentioned, that we're bringing this boss talk back full circle. Why is it that in our culture we attach all these pseudoisms to the word boss, or the idealistic view of what a boss is, versus defining it for what it really is, like in other cultures where it's not only the leader position of a company, or, you know, whatever the case may be, as far as some sort of financial situation, they're dictating. We say, oh, I'm bossing up, I'm getting money, I'm doing this, I'm a boss, yada swada. We attach that directly to liquid income and how many assets we have, versus what bosses do in the corporate world, which is controlling entire systems of people and coordinating and making decisions that affect not only their own direct position, but can elevate everybody else that is underneath them. And yeah, we may say that, oh, real bosses elevate their friends and yada yada, but that's on a small scale. That's not building to the level of what so-called true bosses are. That's the CFOs, the CEOs, the higher corporate regime type positions that we're looking at. That's what boss is. When we're in a true position of ownership, or where the power that we have in control is to that of being an owner. But so we don't do that.
So Jeff Bezos is compromising.
You could say that. I'm not mad at that take. Why he decided to relinquish that position, I have no idea.
What I was saying was he's not.
Okay,
He's not doing
all right.
that. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why this makes sense. It's because that time spent acting like I'm gonna help you clean up the house, his time is worth $2 million an hour.
Right.
I'm not about to blow that on washing clothes. Now, what I can do for you, if we have this type of money, the easiest question is, why didn't we just outsource this and this not be an argument no more?
Right.
One second. I'm gonna back out.
Can I get in for a second? Can I? Because a lot of times, let me move over, man, because he got it on the center joint now. So a lot of times, I think that we doing all the bullshitting about not knowing what a boss is. So let me just clear it up for everybody, okay? I didn't make this definition, so don't come with me. All right, I'm looking right at Google. Okay, I'm looking right at my computer monitor. A boss definition: a person who is in charge of a worker, a group, or an organization. A person who is in charge of a worker, group, or organization. Here's the example. I asked my boss for a promotion. Okay, so we're not confused with a boss. That is a boss by definition. You could try to put your own little shit on it or whatever the case may be, but that's the dictionary definition of a boss. Now, I'm gonna take all of that out of it because, like I said, this topic is not about men making the money. We've had this conversation over and over. I could care less about that shit. We've stubbed our toes so many times with women and not getting it right, being the boss, being a guy making $100 grand or whatever. The question is for boss women that are in charge of a worker, a group, or organization. And I also put this limitation on it: $70,000 or better, because I know at that number, I know what you are able to do with your time. I know what you have time for. I also put in the stipulation of 70 hours of work per week. If you are a female doing all of those things and you meet all of those requirements, do you think you can handle a boss man that is doing equal or more of what you are doing, that has the exact equivalency, work week, money, by definition, in charge of workers, group, or organization? Do you, knowing that you are a boss and you make 70,000 and you work 70 hours per week, are you ready for a boss man? Can you handle that? That's the question. So I'll let So Free talk about that. We getting a little discombobulated on what
Get his ass So Free.
It ain't about it ain't about TV coming on here and saying, you gonna make my goddamn sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Nah.
You better know it.
So Free, do you think you working a 70-hour work shift, making at least 70 grand or more, and being in charge of employees or one employee, whatever the case may be, but you're managing an organization that's bringing in at least $70,000 to $100,000 a year, do you think that you can handle coming home to a boss man that he don't have time to rub your damn feet or whatever? He's doing the same thing. He's tired. He's going through the same things as you. Do you think that you can get on that level?
If you're asking me personally, I know I can deal with somebody on that level. I know that for a fact. I know that for an absolute fact. Because at the end of the day, the last thing I would want to do is come home and make you any more stressed out than what you already are just from dealing with the work stuff. Now, right now, I do 2 jobs. I'm studying online, trying to get my bachelor's degree for the second time because the first time didn't work out, but I got a little bit more time now. So I'm working 2 jobs right now. I'm putting myself through school, and I've been able to date both sides of the spectrum. Like I said in the comments, I've dated down and I've dated up, but they never really seemed to work out because one or the other party didn't understand their role. Now, if I'm over here doing all this stuff over here, you got to be over there doing something. Now we got to meet somewhere in the middle. I can handle that. I'm going to do what I need to do out here in the streets to get this money. You're going to do what you need to do out there to get this money. We gonna meet back up in the middle. If we gotta get a
So
housekeeper, babysitter, whatever, we gonna do what we have to do. We gonna get back to the business.
so let me ask this question then, because I heard you say something about the power struggle in the comments, and that you're absolutely right. A lot of times that's what it ends up being. It ends up being two people fighting over the power struggle on who's the boss and who gets to make what decision. Now, I think where a lot of it goes wrong is the partnership aspect. Some people don't know how to be partners. They don't know how to be partners
Absolutely.
in business. Exactly. They don't know how to be partners in a business. So why would you expect that person to be a good partner in a relationship? It's almost the same thing. When you get married, you guys become an incorporation. You guys are one. You guys are not looked at as Jason and
Mm-hmm.
Lisa. For example, my
Mm-hmm.
life, Jason and Lisa. You guys are the Lawrences. You know what I mean? It's not Jason and Lisa. When you become married, you are one. You're one entity, one household. I just want to put this out there too for all the people listening. Anybody working 70 hours, if you have a person out there that's working 70 hours, a partner or whatever, you're in a relationship with somebody that works 70 hours. 70 hours equal sign, zero energy. You have to be willing to deal with somebody that comes home every day physically and or mentally drained. And that's what I think that a lot of
Absolutely.
people are having a hard time understanding. When you're dealing with somebody that works 70 hours, you have to be prepared to either nurture that person or give that person the proper amount of space so that they're able to recharge and reboot and get up and do the same thing day in, day out, week in, week out, year in, year out, to bring those type of statistics. And if you're not willing to do that, then you have to have good conversation, and I mean good enough conversation to not persuade, but you have to present them the option of, okay, well, if you cut your hours down, because instantly, if you tell me something about cutting my hours down, that means less money, and I'm really gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna sit there and be like, okay,
Right.
what are we talking about here? You want me to make less money? Why? I need a good reason why, and what is it gonna free up, and how is it gonna better me to make less money? So as a person, I think that a lot of times, men and women, because this thing finna get real crazy in a minute. I'm about to flip it on you. It's finna get real crazy. Women and men have a hard time processing the fact that 70 hours equals zero energy, and being able to put forth the option of, okay, I understand you work at 70 hours. I need you to cut that down to 50, but this is what I'm going to do for you. So that they could see that it's beneficial to them, so that it's presented to them like a promotion package or like an incentive at work. Because if you're dealing with somebody that's very work-based, that's how they look at everything. As work-based. Their sole purpose every day to wake up, is to wake up and be successful. So if you're not willing to deal with somebody like that, you pick your poison. You made your bed.
Yeah.
You gotta
It has to make sense. Like why would I jeopardize our lifestyle for the exchange of more leisure time? When
Right.
9 times out of 10, we're not going to do anything productive with this excess of time that you're asking me to give to you. You just want attention, which understandably everyone has needs. However, the problem is you're affecting our lifestyle. You want to continue to enjoy the place that we live. You like this zip code. You like laying up comfortably. You like being able to walk around barefoot in your kitchen and not have to worry about where the next meal is coming from, don't you? You like going downstairs and flipping on all 20 LEDs just because. You like walking out on the front porch and listening to the dogs bark, don't you?
Yeah. So
This is what it costs.
Are you able to do that, enjoy that, and also match his success, and not ever come home and give him any
that's the problem.
Any eye rolling, any neck twitching
She
about
just,
anything
she just rolled her eyes right there. I think that she just rolled her eyes.
Are you willing to
No, that was in a good way. No, not like that. Stop it. Not like that. I'm like, yeah, I can absolutely do that. That's what I was saying in my head.
Because for brief periods of time until we reached some understanding through conversation, that was something I had to face. It was, I done cranked out 70, 75 hours, and yeah, you've been alone, so obviously you want to express your feelings and deal with the things that you've been dealing with while I've been away. But that's a lot of energy to be coming at somebody that's just worked like a dog to make sure that we had what we needed. At the very best, they want to come to a situation where they can relax and, put their mind at ease and be able to function enough to be able to turn around and do it all over again, because that 34 or that 48 hours that don't last for so long. You gotta regenerate and recharge and get back to it. Now, yeah, everybody has situations they have to deal with. So yeah, that can be addressed, but it's all in the presentation.
Let's get down to the re-education. Okay. This is what I want. Let's get with what I want off jump. Okay, because y'all doing what they call pussyfooting. Y'all pussyfooting. Now, Anime, I've been working.
See.
And I came home. I want my food. This is another thing too. We ain't talking about what the clothes they supposed to have on. I want 3 4/4 butt cheek exposed when I get back to the house.
You ain't talking to Anime though.
Anime?
Yes,
There go nothing too. I don't want no sass mouth.
Oprah.
Bring my drink. Listen, Oprah needs someone to lay up in them cheeks too.
Oh God.
Now listen,
For every Oprah, there's a Stedman.
if you are Oprah and all this stuff, then I'm gonna play it accordingly. Then it's gonna be
How's
like,
that so give me that conversation. You talking to Oprah?
all right. Let's
Give me that conversation.
let's
How
say
you come in the door?
I'm dating the boss.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what the conversation is about.
Okay,
You're dating the boss.
I'm about to get to it, light skin. Give me 1 second. I'm dating the boss. She got the money. Okay, I mean, her money is in the West Indies, but it's popping in freaking London. Like, she got money. So when I walk into the house, first of all, I'm gonna be texting little stuff like, "Hey, baby, man, you doing good today? How's your day going?" All that stuff, and she gonna be like, "Oh man, this freaking meeting was rough. When you get home, I'm gonna eat the pussy." I'm gonna be saying stuff like that, cause it's a different dynamic. And then it's gonna be like, "You want me to get the Bentley out the shop and come get you?" Like, I'm gonna be talking like that. And then when she get home, I'm just gonna be there in the sexy boat captain with my thing out.
Yes.
And
yes.
I'm gonna bring her drinks and all that. Like, I'm down.
Okay. So let's now. Okay, that's how you gonna come at Oprah. How you walking in the door? Y'all both working 70s. Y'all make the equal amount of money. Y'all both tired. Y'all both expect shit. Now how you coming?
Well,
that's the problem.
Okay. Let's say she making the same amount of money as me.
Same amount of money and working the same amount of hours. All of that, everything. Y'all equals. Y'all working the same job and y'all both making good ass money. How you coming in now?
Darling, I called our assistant and they took the kids to your mother's house. I moved. Listen to me, because y'all don't want to do this. Assistant, I worked extra long Thursday to get Friday off. So you think I went to work? So I got home, I got real rejuvenated and everything. And I said, we haven't seen each other in the past 3 months working so hard. And now it's just going to be cheese steaks and bubbly and a little bit of hump and brump to the bed. And that's our 2 hours of being
first
good.
of all, ain't going to be no hump and bump because my back is hurt. I was pulling on I was trying to get the fifth wheel free and my fucking back is hurt. Second of all, if you would have looked at my schedule.
Am I dating a trucker?
Second of all.
You changed it.
Second of all.
No.
The dynamics have shifted.
Let's
I
stop.
said y'all equals. Y'all work at the same job. I said y'all work at.
But you did not say what field, my
you
friend.
Didn't say what field, bro.
Okay, she ain't got to be a trucker. Let me switch it up. All right. I have an excruciating migraine. I've been dealing with clients all day. Okay. First of all, you're not gonna get none of that because I got a throbbing headache. Okay, throbbing. Okay.
Listen.
Now, on top of that,
see how you keep
if you would have looked at the schedule that I had sent you, you would have known not to have the assistant drop them off at my grandmother's house because they have a dance recital.
Oh.
Look how much you adding.
4 o'clock.
Don't date a light-skinned person.
You emailing schedules now?
Now you
But
done
you
adding
messed it
shit?
all up. Now what?
Are you adding stuff? Are you done adding shit?
We're caveating a quite broad conversation.
That's how boss chicks talk.
No, this what I'm gonna do to her. Listen, I'm gonna pull it out the wrapper because she about to lay down and go to sleep. I'm gonna either you gonna jump in,
Hey,
or you not, like, because this is happening today. So you either gonna ruin. Listen, I'm either gonna ruin this armchair for you, or you gonna jump in this. Because I'm not about to be around here stressed out because you got all them problems at the job. It's another thing too. It's another thing too. You don't got to do nothing for us to get freaky. How about you lay down today and I hook you up?
Okay.
It's compromise.
And that's when we see Trucker Brown. See you. Dun, dun.
Listen, because my thing is, I'm an ex-porn addict. I can put it on the 86-inch, and you don't got to be here. But what I did do was I showed the effort to involve you, and you didn't want nothing to do with it. So it's about to get nasty by myself. I'm rubbing it on your pillow. I'm rubbing it on your desk. Because it could have worked out. Now, this is my thing. See, Law is one of them type of dudes or one of them type of chicks where I'm trying to come at 50% and you ain't helping me out here.
Trying to help you out. I'm tired. I'm thinking about all these type of things. I'm gonna play the boss chick role. I am trying to help you out. I need help too. Like, I am really stressed out. I just told you I got off the phone. I'm sorry to bring this. Okay. Now I gotta soothe you. Now I gotta treat you like my woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the boss chick role, and now I'm gonna pat you on the head, demasculate you a little bit.
look.
Okay? I'm
I'm gonna tell you, hey, here's your favorite wine. Go and get a shower, and we gonna get to the business.
Go. What you want? What
Okay, come on.
That's
now.
just what it's gonna be. We ain't doing all this long dilation.
Okay.
Pre-up. No, here's your wine. Take your shower and come holler at me.
Get that.
I'm already smoking a cigarette. Like, I'm through. Like, it's over. You done missed the boat. You done missed the boat. And when you miss, and I'm gonna be real with you. If we working like this, it's a week wait for the next appointment. So you gonna be stressed out. Cause I tried. Listen, I stopped the job. I moved the kids. I did everything I could, and you ain't even gonna come meet me halfway. Oh, well, you tired? But I took all the stress out of the house, and I'm in my sexy boat captain outfit. So you still ain't want nothing to do. You humping somebody at the job. You're a slut.
Nah.
Yo, hold up. This went left. This went very left. Wait a minute. Let's hit the rewind here.
He's going to get murdered. The boss chick making that much money. He's not finna. No, sir. No.
Let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask you this question the comedian presented, but this can realistically happen. If she's in that tax bracket to be a millionaire, are you gonna allow her to get some side work if you're just along for the ride?
Hell no.
Now
she's a millionaire. Now we talking about tens and tens of millions now.
Hell no, billions. No.
Law, you the problem. It's coming clear. You the issue.
No. What billionaire you know who wife
Tiger Woods?
She didn't let him.
Kobe Bryant.
Look at Tiger Woods' bag.
Yeah,
she already got a side piece.
Look at Tiger Woods' bag, and then he stepped out. Look at her bag now.
Yeah, she got
Jordan?
280. She got 280. She got 280
She
million.
got 280 million. She ain't no housekeeper no more. She didn't put up with that. She went and got the bag. So if women that can sit at a certain level, whatever the case may be, could feel like, I don't care how much money you make, you still my man at the end of the day. You belong to me.
So why can't we do it?
That's the same exact thing that's how I'm presenting.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna let Oprah get side trimmed, bro. She got billions, bro. I'm gonna let her handle that. Just know I'm hitting one of these housekeepers around here. We gotta be even now.
See?
Hey.
See?
These things happen. Let's not act like they don't.
First of all,
you think these ball players ain't getting side work?
Come on now, you know they is.
They hitting these cities and knocking off these biddies. You feel me?
Hold on, one second, y'all. I got other people trying to come in. Hold on. We pull you out because Law keep moving the goalpost every 5 freaking minutes. You don't never know what's going on here. 1, 2, 3, and booyah!
Oh wow, I wasn't even ready.
She said I wasn't ready.
Hold on, let me move this out the way. For you.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, what is your take on the conversation? Is Law just messy and light skinned?
Yes, he is just messy and light skinned. I fuck with Law. But let me tell you, nobody really wants no boss person. Like, as a human being, you want somebody that's gonna be there with you all the time, that's loving and nurturing. But it's like, and it's not just with women, it's men too. Like, men can handle an OTR girl just on the road, a woman that's OTR and she's always gone. Cause they don't want a woman that they can just sleep with every 3 months. You can't handle that, even if she is bringing the bag home and letting you stay at home and cook and clean and be a house husband. You would feel just like the women that feel the same way when they just housewives. That's one thing. Second of all, black people, we need some money, so we always throw in that labor shit, right? Like that cooking and cleaning and stuff like this. Y'all think Bill Gates and them wife was really cooking and cleaning for these men? They wasn't. These women have maids and servants and chefs. Nobody's cleaning them. Look at the mansions that they live in. They would have to literally clean for a living to keep that entire house clean. You
Facts.
have 18 rooms, 26 bathrooms, a dining room, a damn game room. You got a basement under the bottom, Playboy areas. Come on, now, them people have maids. My mama used to be a maid. So, like, and she used to clean up for people. So, I'm like, I'm telling y'all, like, it ain't like that. Rich people know how to do it. So, maybe you don't have to be the man to help your wife cook and clean. But go ahead and get your wife a chef or get her a cook or get her something like that.
Hold on, Sherelle, because I just want you.
Get
We're not gonna go to the Bill Gates. I know I got everything sidetracked when I mentioned. Oh, I know I did. Okay, I'm gonna take the beat for that. So I want to get it back on track. We're not talking about an Oprah Bill Gates situation. Nobody in this situation is Oprah Bill Gates. You guys are equals. You only make 100,000. At we capping this off at 100,000. You're not Bill Gates. Y'all ain't got all these luxurious maids. You're not doing none of that. All y'all doing is making $100,000 a year. Y'all running a business which requires 14 hours out of your day every day. You coming home, you drained and all of that. So from that situation, let's keep it, from that aspect.
She left because of your light skinnedness and she wasn't having it.
Listen. I've been waiting all my life to get to the
Hold on.
Real.
Until she get back, Darnell paid to come in here and say what he got to say. Darnell. Darnell.
Yo.
Before the women come back, go ahead on and say what you got to say before they jump back in. They had phone problems.
No, all I was going to say was, TB, you spot on what you said.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. Darnell.
The other two guys, they not trying to make an effort. Yeah, you working. That's cool. But you still got to make time for your lady and you got to make time for the children. Yeah, you had a hard day. So what? Suck it up. That's what manhood is about.
Suck it up. So let me ask you a question.
Hold on. Let Darnell get it out.
No. You see, when you use strong words like that with the pull yourself up by your bootstraps and
I didn't say that. I said suck it up.
Suck it up is the same exact. These are the same things. When you tell somebody to suck it up and pull yourself up by your bootstraps and don't tread on me. I've heard all these things. We all know that. You know it's the same difference. Okay, so. If you work 70 hours a week and you come home every night, you're not an OTR driver. You work 70 hours a week, okay? We're not even going to talk about drivers. You are a business owner. You own a damn corner store, okay? 70 hours a week, you come home every day. And like I just broke down to you people, 70 hours equals zero energy. You expect that man to suck it up, you expect that woman, because we talking from the man perspective. I don't want to hear about what the men should do. We're talking about women in this position. You expect that woman to suck it up, because that's who you're talking to. You ain't talking about men. These men got it wrong. No, it ain't about men. It's about women. You expect that woman to just suck it up, spend her time, do this, do that. 70 hours. No. Zero energy.
I'm talking about because you're a man and it's called manhood, and it's always been TCB. TCR, take care of your responsibilities, man. Stop being soft.
Soft? That's a bold take. Wait a minute now. Let's
So
talk
what?
about this, Darnell.
Hold on.
Soft?
So what? You work 70 hours. You got to keep in mind the men of yesteryear, man, used to go months without new boots, and they used to duct tape the boots up and stuff like that, and still had to work. Messed up feet and all.
I've done
and
that.
Still come home and do the manly duty and do what you had to do around the house.
Hold on, Darnell. I'm about to give you the floor.
Here's my thing. If you making all this bread and you the baller and all that mess, why don't you want food? Why don't you sit down with the wife and see if maybe y'all could go somewhere? They have catering services where you get your meals catered. So that's one less thing for your wife to do because you balling and you got the money. Number two, get your wife somebody to come in and clean and help out. They don't have to be there every day. You can make it like maybe once a day, like on Fridays or whatever day you want to make it, to help her do the laundry, to help her clean the house, because she has the kids. You have to look at it from that aspect. Manhood is about taking care of your responsibilities, hands down.
So you saying
go hard,
since we both hold on,
or be single.
Hold on, light skin. Just chill, because you hyped today. Chill out. It's supposed to be good energy. So you saying that since both of y'all is getting money, why can't y'all just outsource some of the stuff so y'all don't have this even conversation? Like I was saying,
even if he's getting money, it doesn't take much to get some things catered so that when you do come home, you can have a meal without stressing your wife out. Stop being so selfish and making it all about you. It's a team. Teamwork make the dream work. This is where you gotta man up.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is where you gotta man up.
Now listen, see, this I said I didn't want no men to call in, but I knew Darnell was gonna come in and cut light skinned McGee to his bone. I knew it. Hold on, Darnell. Give me a second. He got a rebuttal. Give me a second.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Now listen, I'm about to let him back in. Yes, I'm being messy. Listen, I told you. Didn't I tell you? I fucking told you. But y'all don't listen to me. Yo, hold on. Go ahead. I'm gonna give you the flow. McGee, first of all, before you start, let me get to you. Put it in context. Stop being soft.
So you saw when you said we got a caller, and I'm looking like, who's calling? And you said Darnell. I just instantly started shaking. Because I knew what that nigga was going to come in. And once again, that's the fucking problem with relationships. That's the problem with, he's steadily thinking from a man aspect and man up and you soft and all this extra shit. I don't get, we not talking about men.
He said both of y'all was soft too, so let me put that.
Yeah. with the T's at the end, soft.
Soft. Again, I'm gonna say it. Soft? Like, come on, man.
We not
like, be clear. Be very clear. I want this understood.
Does he have
I'm just offering perspective. This has nothing to do with what I do in real life. I take care of my wife thoroughly.
You're involved, dude. Don't do that. Don't do that. Y'all both are out here not taking care of home, being soft. Like, don't try to duck out this, dog. Because listen, Sherelle came here and said her perspective. Y'all ain't want to hear it. So Free came here and said her perspective. Don't hear. Danielle came in here and said, "Man up and do what you're supposed to do."
Please call back in, Sherelle.
Oh man!
Deal with these niggas,
no, so you can't deal with Darnell's perspective? Are you?
Darnell coming in here with that old head energy. I respect it in this time, but this ain't the time for that right now.
Is he wrong?
He's talking about tape on the damn boots and all this extra shit.
Right? Why we living like that? We ain't gotta live like that.
I just told you I make 70 to 100,000. What the fuck am I taping my boots? I'm just gonna go buy some more boots.
Exactly.
Same conversation we had about when niggas used to be slaves and eat fucking pig's feet and hog maws and That ain't what we talking. We talking about success, people.
Hold on,
Success,
hold on.
people coming together, building a real.
Can we hear what the women think about what Darnell said? 1 second. Let's hear what the women think about what Darnell said. We'll start with Sherelle, then we'll go to So Free. Sherelle, Darnell won't play in no games.
I agree with Darnell. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. If women was happy with the way things used to be, things would still be the same. It's a new age. I know we love to talk about the way that things used to be, but it's a new age. And at the end of the day, we realize that we human beings too. We have feelings and emotions. We may not be equal to y'all, but we damn sure is still human. So at the end of the day, understand that we human, we not robots. It ain't no cooking and cleaning situation. And then my whole thing about it is, especially with these half and half men, nigga, if I gotta pay half these bills, then I got half the authority. If you really want to be a boss, you really have to say that. You have to pay every bill, and everything I need help with, you need to be paying somebody to help me with it. But most men don't want that. Y'all want to be equal with me financially on bills. We both make 100,000, but you get to say so. And this is another thing. TB. This is what I want people to know. Money don't make you smart. Money don't make you a high class man. Just because you have money don't mean you fit to lead anybody. You can make $50,000, but if you know how to manage money better than me, you know how to invest money better than me. You know what you doing. You keep your credit straight. You way more financially stable than me. You can be. Come on out. You can make $200 million a year. If you spend $400 million a year, your ass is gonna be in debt. It's not about how much money you make. It's about the money this is about how you manage the money. A man is supposed to be level-headed. That's what makes him a leader. He's smarter. He's wiser. He's logical. He doesn't go off emotions. You see what I'm saying?
Sherelle, so where does someone like Law and Just Feel go wrong? Like, why do they get to thinking like that?
Because they be caught up in this world, in these norms, and what people be trying to tell you what is right. But look, it's not black and white anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the world is full of color, we not watching black and white TV. And then, like, Law said some crazy shit like, now women get to go to the same schools as us. Like, what the fuck? You don't want us to go to school? Are you kidding me? He's like, they get to go to the same schools as us and get access to the same information. What the fuck are we? What do we think women are?
Do you think it has something to do with him being light skinned?
It's a light skin thing. Because most light skinned men really want to be women. But I'm not saying that for Law. But I'm just saying, because I'm just starting to feel like men have so much opinion on women. It's like y'all coming for us. I'm starting to feel like women are endangered out here. Because y'all really know more about how to be a woman than me. And I'm a woman. That's crazy.
Hey, King the Trucker, you gonna have to wait 1 second, Sherelle. I gotta let So Free get on him. I gotta let Sherelle because Just Feel and Law, they done messed up. We ain't having it. Let's get So Free in here because Darnell done blew it up. You agree with Darnell?
See, that's why I met. Darnell said it right. Sherelle B said it right. See, that's why I mess with them. They my people. Now, when I came in the chat and I said that, y'all weren't trying to hear it. Because at the end of the day, what Law is talking about is what he wants from his wife. But he ain't thinking about what we want from our husband. What you talking about?
He's one-sided.
You mean to tell me you can't work a 70-hour week and you got 2 whole days off and you can't spend them 2 days doing something for us that don't got nothing to do with work? Are you kidding me? And you talking about you ain't giving them no booty? Oh hell no. No, I got to get that. You not
let's stop. I'm overstimulated right now. Like I'm about to trip.
Like, dude, my nipples are still hard.
Yes, exactly like this. My cock is so hard right now. Listen. See, because you know why I'm so happy that y'all getting on Just Feel in Law? Because first of all, Just Feel he's a habitual. He's good with words, so he can maneuver a little bit. And I'm gonna let them back in here to defeat themselves, but I want y'all to beat up on them real good. Law, I just like beating up on light skinned dudes. I don't know why.
Light skinned niggas.
Hold on, I gotta let King say what he gotta say. Then I gotta bring my boys back in here. But 1 second. King.
Bro, it's going down today, Hey,
hit the Cash App immediately, please.
Hey, real talk, bro. I'm for the women power today, dog. Hey, no lie, I agree. Because actually, let's just put this out here real quick. Sherelle got that from me. With the it don't matter. It don't matter if a man makes 100,000 or if he makes 20,000. Right. As long as he's a strong man, bro, follow, bro. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is that why not do something nice for your woman every now and again? You know what I'm saying? You know you the man. You know you got the power. As long as she know it, there should never be no communication about who do what and who say mind frame. Both of y'all are a power couple, regardless of how much money that you got. You can make it work with $60,000 a year, bro. I done done it, dog. So my thing is that I don't when
you get home, you still gonna give. You saying you still can give a little bit up, even though you don't work 70 hours. You can still get some chops up. You ain't tired.
I can do it because you know why? The women deserve it, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: men lose sight of what women really do for a nigga. And the thing is that they come home, deal with your shit after dealing with a long day. So why can't a woman have a little bit of say so?
Right.
It's only right, bro. It's only right. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, if I trade my girl to be like me, to be a boss, right? If she can make the decision without me being there, that is a real boss. I don't understand why people want to throw this boss word around like it's somebody trying to be over the next person. Your job status should not determine your home life. Because if you really look at it, the women got more responsibility than the men do. They come home after a long day of work, after being a boss at work. Right. They come home, take care of the kids, cook, clean still, make sure you got food on the table for you to eat, all that extra shit. And I'm with the women on this today, bro.
And law and just feel don't even want to give up no penis. Ain't that
and man, look, it's nothing wrong with giving up a little jab every now and again, especially after she done came home and still did what she was supposed to do as a woman. Now that's a real boss.
That's a real boss.
That's
y'all
a real.
See, I need the special effects, dog. I got to get them, dog. I got to get low special effects immediately. Hold on, King. I got to bring him back in here so he can say what he got to say. Now, they're going to say I started this. They're going to say I started this whole thing. And they're probably right. Let's bring them back in. I'm just ashamed to be friends with y'all.
If you wasn't my man's boy, you's a messy nigga. Oh my God, you is a messy nigga.
I'm ashamed. No, let me be serious before y'all start. I just feel like, I'm ashamed. Like, y'all really need to broaden your horizons a little bit.
Law, it be your own people, dog. It be your own people.
Bruh. This nigga, bruh.
It be your own people.
What Denzel say? You disloyal.
The audacity of this nigga. Jesus.
He gonna be on fucking shoot program. This nigga. Pelican Bay, bro. Pelican Bay. That's where this nigga belong, bro. Okay.
Cases on this nigga.
No. Get me off. I'm gonna let the floor to Phil. Phil, do you have something you would like to say? Because
get him.
You're the other soft nigga that's on this, So I'm gonna let you go ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I'm almost at a loss for words. Honestly, it's hilarious.
Because I am too.
See, my perspective originally was, again, because we were talking about women, that in the dynamic of whoever's earning the larger income should have a better control of the situation. Did I mean that turns into a dictatorship where there's a no nonsense expectation? No, not by any means. Because, like I said, even in my own situation, yes, I'm the breadwinner. I pay for everything, but I also spend time with my wife. I invest in my wife. I just built my wife $1,000 computer so she can go back to school. And I cleaned the house. I washed the dog this morning.
You a simp.
Took her to get something to eat. A simp? I'm a husband. What do you mean, sir? See, you be throwing these terms and getting me shot up in the comments. I ain't gonna let you do that no more. Cause you was a messy nigga.
He was a simp. You out here cleaning up and giving back. Be a real nigga.
Look, I be a simp. Hey, like I'm like law. I be a simp. Because guess what? It's gonna return. Return on investment.
It's crazy. So listen.
Let me get
now
the law.
We an hour and what's that? 20 minutes in.
Hit the Cash App. Hour and 20 minutes of burning miles and get
hour
to
20
it.
minutes in, baby. Hit the Cash App. Support new regime. Go to the Patreon. Come holla. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm finna flip it on his head. I was gonna do it right at an hour, but Darnell then came in here and got everybody all rustled up, lost. I'm just soft with fucking 5 T's at the end. So
and TB just pouring lighter fluid on it.
Yeah, he gasolina. Look at his messy ass. So listen.
Just kiki.
At an hour in, I was finna flip this thing on his head. Okay. Now the question originally was, as a boss chick, do you want a boss man, right? Do you want a man that's equal and you guys are basically trying to make it work? You guys both have business schedules. Because this is the problem that we have in America. It's not so much the one person makes this much and the other person has that amount of time. That's kind of easier to figure out because you guys can kind of like figure it out. It's easier. It's more time involved. When it's equal, there's less time. So every move has to count. So let's flip this shit on his head, right? You a man. A man is a man. All this shit, 20,000, 100,000, right? It don't matter what you make. Are you ready to be subservient? You got a boss chick. You ready to be subservient? Are you ready to be meek? Because I give
submissive.
you I give you a message. Here go a message for you. Blessed are the meek that shall inherit the earth, for they shall inherit the earth. Okay? Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Meek meaning obedient, subservient. What's another good word? Submissive, studious. Okay? Are you as a man
humble?
Humble. Are you ready to have a boss chick and ready to take that role as Robin? When you coming home and she coming home, you rubbing feet every day? You ready for that? Because this is the situation that we getting into, fellas. Like I said, these women are leveling up. And it killed me when Sherelle was like, damn, he don't want us to go to the same school. That is not what the fuck I said. I said the issues that are coming about are because you guys finally are getting the rights that you deserve. You are equals now. You guys get to do all of these things just as blacks didn't get to do shit. It was wrong what men were doing. Men were out of pocket, out of control, just fucking baboons. We were just running around doing dumb shit. But now that we finally got heads on our shoulders, and now that we're able to come from a thinking perspective of things, now you guys are thinking with us. You guys are in the same rooms as us and everything. So now it's coming to the point where, because let's just be honest, everybody can't be a fucking successful CEO. Everybody can't be fucking Oprah. Oprah has Stedman. Everybody can't be Oprah. Everybody can't be fucking Bill Gates. So all these names that you want to throw out, whether they successful men or women. So this is my question to the men. All these men that's like, oh, lost thought, oh, this, that, and the third. Because I'm going to put some perspective for y'all at the end about who law is. Because we're not talking about law. We're talking about 2 examples of human beings. We ain't talking about fucking law. Okay? I'm going to let y'all know who law is at the end of all of this. But this is the question now. It's the same fucking question. Boss chicks want to have a boss guy, blam, blam, blam. We obviously are not ready for that conversation because everybody is talking about all this other shit. So we obvious. are not ready for that. Oh, here we go.
This nigga here, boy.
And he's the messiest shit on the internet right now. So they're not ready to have that conversation of people having equal stress, equal work week. They're not ready for that. And I know because I see it every day in real life. It's so hard. It's so hard for two people that's equally busy to do better.
Let me ask you this, Law, while you're on a roll here. In the world of women that are asserting to levels of power and are now having the space and opportunities to earn six figures and become millionaires and be bosses and things of this nature, do you think in that realm where these women are in these higher positions of financial position, can they still be submissive in the dynamics of a relationship?
I do think they can, but I don't think they should. I think the submissiveness goes out of the fucking door. I think that's what the problem that we're having right now. That we're thinking in generalizations of submissiveness and all of this when you guys are equal. If you guys are equal, you guys are equal. Now I'm proposing the question because people are not able to wrap their brains around the equal shit. Everybody's like, a man is a man and this, that, and the third. No, we ain't talking about men and women. We're talking about two human beings that are in a relationship, partners. We are talking about partnership. But since we can't handle that conversation,
so let me ask you, so Free, why do you think that is? That once women hit a certain tax bracket, that submissiveness goes out the window?
That's simple because we feel like we're in charge now. For the same reason why you equate having $100,000 and working a 70-hour week makes you in charge. Hello? You mean to tell me because you're working a 70-hour week and you're making $100,000 a year that I have to be submissive to you, but you can't be submissive to me?
But in the dynamics of a relationship, a man is still a man and a woman's a woman, right?
Can you let the woman finish?
I'm finna shut all this down right here.
Go ahead. Go right ahead.
I'm finna shut all this down right here. Because I see Law over there with the dictionary and the Bible. So since he done brought up the scriptures, let's take it back to the beginning. God made man and woman. He put them in a garden to work in this garden together as a team, as a partnership.
Hallelujah. Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that Adam was doing more than Eve. It wasn't that Eve was doing more than Adam. They were a team.
Right.
Okay. Now, he want to talk about blessed is the meek and all this stuff. Okay, cool. Do you remember the scripture that said a man is to love his wife just as Jesus loved the church? And didn't Jesus give up his life for the church? So what does that mean for you? What you giving up for me? What part of your lifestyle or your life that you're giving up for me? If you're so used to working 70-hour weeks, and you got a real woman on your hand, a real wife, a real boss chick, a real queen, give up half that week for her.
So let me ask you this, so Free, is there not any validation in that sacrifice of him giving his time to earn that paycheck, to give you the lifestyle that you both are living in? Is there no credit for that?
First of all,
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
First of all, if you're asking me personally.
Yes, I want your perspective. I'm just asking a question.
I know how to live on a little. I know how to live on a lot, but not every woman is like that. If you're providing a lifestyle for your wife, more than likely, it ain't the lifestyle that she really wants. It's the lifestyle that you think you want her to have.
Well, why is
most
that?
Most women are fine.
Why is that?
Most real women are fine having, I don't want to say regular, but they're fine just having all their needs met, a decent house, a decent car to drive. I don't need no big old mansion in the hills and a maid and all that stuff. I'm the queen of my castle, honey.
Real woman.
I don't need a maid.
So the ones that aren't happy, why don't they reposition themselves to attain the lifestyle they want?
See, now we're digging it. Now we're digging into something deeper because some women are codependent like that. Okay, now if you want to talk about
lesser position can be that way too.
Absolutely.
Okay.
There's no name or title on it, but again, it's all about having an understanding in this partnership. What we're both willing to sacrifice, what we're both willing to give up. But if you want to be this old boss man, you better make sure you're taking care of the business. That's the car, the rent, whatever. And if I'm the boss chick and you down, I gotta make sure I gotta do what I gotta do. But if we're both equal, it's not even a
So to
conversation.
bring this full circle, why is it that the time that he's utilizing isn't being factored into that as far as the compromise and sacrifice?
See,
See, that's
understand
you
this.
gotta make it make sense.
I'm
You gotta make it
I'm a
make
female,
sense.
and I'm all for females having rights and equality and all that good crap. I'm all with that. But
I'm with you. I'm right there with you.
it is supposed to be a submission from us women to our men.
And that's the point I
Absolutely,
was
and
making.
I agree with that. But again, if the woman you with ain't submissive, okay, leave her alone and find you a submissive woman. Don't try to turn me into something you think I should be. Go and find you a submissive woman.
Stop trying to change
Now
her
we
life.
But
talking.
the problem
Now
is,
we talking. I like this.
the problem is, not many of us, especially us women of color, we don't know how to be submissive. We were never taught.
But hold on, right there,
We don't know how to
hold
be
on, hold on,
Let's take a
submissive.
quick
Y'all
pause
know
right
how.
there.
hold
Quick
on,
pause
right,
right there.
hold on.
I know.
But see, the reason why is because they got dudes like Law that's telling them that it ain't supposed to be that way
Light
and
skinned
switching it up
niggas.
on exactly.
Nah, hold on. Y'all ain't gonna
That's
do my
that
man
light
like
skin
that now.
shit.
Come on now.
Come on now.
Come on
We
now.
know what this
Y'all ain't gonna
is.
just put my man in the corner and beat him up like that. God dog.
So
Because you see, it's not even about light skin, but it really is about the light skin shit. But
What?
again, not
what?
because
What?
he's over there with a dictionary and a Bible trying to prove a point
Oh
based
man.
on some general knowledge as Webster shit. This is the reality of the world right now. A lot of women are getting to a level, just like Law said, a lot of women are getting to a level where they don't need you. What does that tell you?
I'm just pulling
It
out
ain't
tools.
always about the money.
I'm just pulling out tools. That's all. You don't go
He
to a
got
work
a
site without your
hey,
hammer and your
so
screwdriver.
free. He got a whole screen up dedicated to his agenda. I
That's
can see
it.
it in the
That's
I,
all.
gallery.
I know
I
he do. He got a whole PowerPoint.
feel.
So in a world of not needing, again I ask, why is it that when the woman has the, I guess you could say, the financial upper hand, if they're not in need of a man, when they're choosing to be with a man, that they have to dictate things? Or is it just that that's just what they want or expect when they're dating men that make less than them?
Look, it's the
These are
truth. Ain't
questions that
nobody, ain't
have to
no
be
woman with
asked.
Wore
money
ass
gonna,
out. We done wore ass out
ain't no
too.
woman with money gonna
Hey,
admit it to you. But the reason why a woman who has a lot of money deals with the man who makes less, it's simple. She want to control him. She want to feel like she's this big bad queen on campus, and that's the truth. They never
okay.
tell you
And
that,
look,
but
TB
I'm glad
said
we
that
have
about
what
women
does
understanding.
a
that
billionaire have to do?
literally
Come on
Y'all
now.
TB
gonna let
said
Sherelle
that
talk?
women like prey on men like that. Like no woman literally wants a man that has nothing unless she wants to bitch him around. It's a
Come on.
power
Mm,
stroke for her. Like
talk
that's the
about it.
only way a
Now we
woman would
talking.
deal with a man that has less than her. Because some women don't know how to, like they never seen their mama with a man. You know what I'm saying? They seen their mama treat them like a child, and then they have children. They treat their children like a child, and they want to treat their man like a child.
Now
Go
Now
we
do
we
talking.
this.
got some
Go do that.
understanding.
Go do this.
We
I
talking.
told y'all some women cannot handle a man that can't that don't need their car, that don't need a place to stay. They go for the homeless dudes who need their car because now if I have this leverage, this is what my cousin told me because this is how my cousin
Mm,
used it. He said, if you don't, I never
Leverage.
ask
That's the
you for
word.
anything because you have to have leverage over somebody. I have to respect you because you're gonna put me out.
Right.
Now we
I ain't
talking.
better see the car. You ain't
mm-hmm,
gonna give me the money. You ain't gonna buy me the
mm-hmm.
joint
Now
in
we talking.
Saturday. So
Yes,
I
sir.
gotta shut up and do what I can. But this is a
Now
number
we
one
talking.
reason why when men get up on their feet, they leave the woman that used to help them. Because
Mm-hmm.
you didn't realize, yeah, you held that
Mm-hmm.
man down and you belittled him the entire time. So now when he gets some money under his pocket, that man wanna be a man. He wanna go boss some shit around.
Now we
It's like
So
the
talking.
let me ask
abuse
you this,
become the
Sherelle.
abuser.
Let me ask you this, Sherelle. For the women that want that want to be in that position of power where they're controlling the man, could that be considered predatory behavior?
It is predator. That's
Yes.
exactly what it is.
Okay,
Yes.
very good. I'm
Now
glad we
we
have
Honest.
talking.
understanding.
That's what it
Now we
is.
talking.
But look, the
But
thing about it is, those type of women are predators. But men are designed to think that way, even if they don't have shit.
That's
Can
a
you
fact.
elaborate? Can you elaborate on that?
A man could be making no money. He could be making $10,000 a year selling pills on the corner. He's still gonna feel like I'm the man and I run shit.
That's the
He
fact.
don't care.
Okay.
That's a fact. I agree with
Okay.
everything.
Can I
I
say
agree
something
with
now?
that last portion. I agree with a lot of that, and I think, and that's why I brought this conversation forth before TV starts getting messy and shit.
You
on
know
that.
he did it to me too, Lost. So you should have paid attention. He did it to
King
me.
Petty.
Stop, you missed that.
It has
Before
to
he
be
start getting
entertainment.
messy.
Come on, y'all.
Petty Brown.
Before he start getting messy, because I know that's what he's finna do. He's finna get messy as hell again. But before he start getting messy, that's the point that I was trying to come across. I just want women that are very successful to realize that at some point, it took men so long. Don't take as long as it took us being fools, making women be subservient to us all the time because we thought that was the role that they were supposed to be in. Don't take as long as it took us to figure that was wrong. Learn how to deal with a man that you don't have leverage over. Because a lot of the time, I think successful women have trouble with men that they don't have the leverage over because they feel like, well, he could go out and do whatever he want to do because you got that going on in your mind because you know that you can go out and do whatever you want to do. You a boss woman. You got a Lexus. Every day, everybody trying to throw dick at you. You know everybody in the damn neighborhood because they love you. They know how pretty you are. They know you got the money. They know everything. So you know the world is your oyster. So when you got a man that's in the same driver's seat as you looking like, damn, this nigga could up and leave me at any time.
You better know it.
But you don't realize that the reason he is with you is because of you. It ain't the shit that you have. It's the way that the way you maneuver with the shit that you have.
Because when a man has just as much as you and he chooses you, you know he choosing you for you, not because he needs you. And everybody needs to do that. It's not everybody needs to understand. People who need you are not loyal to you. They're loyal to the need of you. And if you ever lose what you giving them, they're gonna get from around you. That ain't real. You see what I'm saying? But my thing about it is with black women, I don't know about the other races.
I knew
with black women, let me tell y'all, black women, understand this. It's already short up out here for us, for as men, right? To get this to get this 6-figure successful man. That ain't realistic for every black woman to have one. That's a lie. It's never gonna happen. There's not enough men like that out here for us. So this is my thing. Now we can say that we don't want to come be bosses and get these jobs and make this money and get this education like y'all and not have the lifestyle that we want. And we can sit around and hope and wish that God send us one of these high value men to give us the lifestyle we want, or we could get out here and bust our ass and get that lifestyle for ourselves. If a man come, he come.
I got one question.
We can't keep being out here not having nothing for ourselves, not having nothing for our future, our children, because we waiting on to find this leprechaun black man in Austin. You know that's what TV says.
Sherelle.
You know what I'm saying? Go find these leprechauns. And these leprechauns might want a white woman, because when y'all get up there, y'all already want a woman that's programmed to know how to be submissive. When black women are not programmed to how to be submissive, because understand this. We are black women that's coming. Look, my great grandma was a slave. My daddy's 73, so I'm real close to it. Understand this. Them white people been having their foot on a black man's neck. We ain't never had to follow them. We always had to follow the white man. So everybody know how to be submissive to him. But at the end of the day, y'all wasn't allowed to lead nobody or go nowhere, because every time y'all fell out of line, y'all had another man there to put y'all in check. But black women loved y'all through that entirely. Had children for y'all entirely. Y'all got to stop throwing us away like we trash. Like we didn't have to watch black men get raped in front of us, cut their penises off and all of that. And we still stood by y'all and loved y'all and had y'all kids and brought y'all to here. Stop playing with us like
Sherelle. Hold on, Sherelle. Hold on. You cooking, but hold on.
No. Now y'all have gotten to my section. Lord, I hate to do it, but I got to do it. All right. Now we done bridged into cooning. And I am a coonologist. That sticking by us shit is bullshit. Let's get that out the way. Because when y'all figured out that the slave master could give you better options, y'all were not all raped by them. A couple of them motherfuckers was your boyfriend. Y'all also believed in lawing up the bloodline, meaning lighten up the bloodline. Y'all was in on that too. That's where the brown bag societies come from. Another thing that y'all not understanding is, why would we go, oh, stay with the black woman, but y'all wear white hair? You can't do that. If I am supposed to love you for you, show me the naps. But y'all don't do that. Y'all dress up as pseudo white women. That's weave. That's all that. If we are supposed to love black women as they are, that weave shit gotta go. It gotta go. I'm sorry. I'm not picking on nobody. I'm just being 100. You want a black man that likes black women, that means if a black man gets with you and he requires you to have weave, you are with a black man that does not like black women. Immediately. And before y'all come on here and say it makes you feel good, that's cooning too. Because why does making yourself look like somebody else make you feel good? Why not looking like you make you feel good? Now, it ain't all the women's issue. You hear me? It's done. It's the ball players, the rappers, and the actors, because, you know, they all got Persian-looking bitches. So they look at these dudes and think, okay, well, that's success, so I got to do the same thing. No, you don't. If you're supposed to put out the lead to lead a black man to you, conscious black man should be one of the things on your list. Instead of big dick, 6'12", this much money, all that bullshit. That shouldn't be on your list, always. At the top of your list should be conscious. Because a conscious black man who's talking to you is attracted to you as a black woman, meaning the weave got to go. That's rule number. You're not going to attract a conscious black man with weave in your hair. You're only, I want you to understand this in the best way possible, you're only attracting coons. Period. Only coons like weave. That's it. There's no other way to get around it. Now, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just being real. I'm just being real. If a Dr. Umar is standing there, or Brother Polite is standing there, or King Pharaoh is standing there, and you say they are the shining example of a black man, they not going for that weave shit. That's rule number one. They're not going for blonde hair. They're not going for none of that. So you have restricted, of course you just, most women do. You are restricted, see, and this is another problem too. A black man sitting here telling you this. Well, I disagree. Well, if you're trying to get something, which is a black man, you should probably listen to a black man. That's not cooning. Well, there's black men that like weave. Yes, I just said they're coons. There is no variation. There is no gray area. There is nothing. How can I say I love black women, but I don't like the way black women's hair comes out of their head? Impossibility. If I loved you for you, you could just be nappy as fuck, and I would just love you, wouldn't I? Because think about it. They love the white girls with their hair coming out of their head. They like the Dominican Republican apex. They like the Dominicans with their hair coming out their head. They like the Indians. They like all that shit with their hair coming right out the root. They ain't putting on fro wigs. They love those women for them, but you got to put on a weave? Why? I don't care. That's the problem with being the king. They don't have to listen. That's what I say. That's how it works. There's a lot of excuses for cooning. There is. Coming from a ex-coon. When I realized that the person that I was with for 3 years, I had never seen her hair once. I don't know what her texture of hair was. That bitch could have been bald. I wouldn't know. The root. If you see your hair coming out of your head and you think, I got to straighten and or cover it, Is that not self-hate? Listen, this is my belief. I don't hate no one. I'm just saying what I believe. I'm not interested in other ethnicities, Ms. Pearl. I only date your ethnicity, which is black. So they are irrelevant. If I want a black woman, I want her to have her natural hair coming out of her head. I want her to love her natural hair because if we procreate, I want her to teach our offspring to love themselves. I cannot have an offspring with a chick that wears a bunch of weaves and never show her root of hair because as soon as my daughter gets 5, 6 years old, she's slapping the just for me perm in her fucking head. You can't do that because now you are teaching that kid that your hair isn't good enough. You need to buy a product outside of you to straighten it because your hair's bad, straightening's good. So if we're trying to attract black men that like black women, in equal and in contrast, that's no weave. If you're wearing weave, you are attracting black men who will deal with a black woman, but they like them to put on white women pseudo prosthetics. So then when this dude gets his money together and he gets to the point where I don't have to get a pseudo white woman. Oh shit, I could just get a white woman. The fake shit's gone, and I'm just going to get a real white woman. Well, I didn't know he liked white women, but he loved you and weave, didn't he? Come on, people. You'll get along with that bullshit that you kind of want to fuck when you ain't got no money. But when you get that NFL contract, move that weave out the way. I'm just going to get me a white girl. Right? And maybe I'm wrong. So y'all done fucked around with my wheelhouse. I don't want to get to preaching. I try not to because niggas don't like to hear me talk like this. Here is my understanding and here's what I feel. If you wear weave and you agree with weave, you are cooning by association. And the men that you are attracting are not interested in black women. They're interested in what you show them. And as soon as they get the money to obtain that organically, meaning no weave, you're gone. And they're going to be up the street with the mulatto chick from Dominican Republic. That's it.
You like what you like, bruh. I mean, you like what you like. You're not finna sit up here, you know what I'm saying? Some men make the money and they don't go get themselves a woman. Some of them make the money and they go gay. They don't like women.
Exactly.
They with you for the bravado. Just so that they can build their lifestyle up and make it look like, oh, look at him. He has a beautiful family and blah, blah, blah. And then they finally get successful. And guess what? Your nagging ass is out the fucking door.
And it's Kyle.
And it's fucking.
But
like I said,
I know everybody doesn't agree with what I agree with, and it doesn't matter. As Morpheus said, my beliefs. You do not have to believe in my beliefs because my beliefs do not require you to, but it will not change this. If you say you want a man that likes black women, if you say that's what you want, it is what it is because this is the thing. I'm going off what you said. You said that then when they get to a certain place, they get a white woman.
So can I get the screen?
It's cooning. Now, light skin McGee gonna switch it around, but it ain't gonna stop it from being cooning. It's gonna be what it is. So let him decoonify it for a second. Go ahead, Law.
So listen. Tesla's daddy here talking to you. I just want to let all you know, I love all of y'all. I don't care if your hair's straight, kinky. I love your black ass skin. I love your white pale fucking toes. I love you. I love you, women. Okay? Ladies, you ain't gotta be yourself, okay? I'm not talking to black women. I'm not talking to white women. I'm talking to all women. I love you.
Fake hair is yourself. Keep going. I'll be quiet.
I love you, okay? I love you.
I have a bold take.
Oh, know that Tesla daddy loves you. And anytime you want to see the flux capacity, I don't care what color you are. You could be from fucking Beirut. You can get in the flux capacity. You could be from Johannesburg, South Africa. You could be from Sydney, Australia. Bangkok. Shanghai, China. I love you for who you are. Okay? Keep doing you, lady. Let's just get that understood. Okay? Now that
Booyah! What you got to say, Phil?
I have a very bold opinion.
What's that?
This is probably gonna get me canceled, but I'm gonna say it.
Go ahead, say it. This is what it's for.
Oh God.
Women.
It's all on you. This is Phil's words. Phil's words.
Now again, this is just an opinion, but in my opinion, as women, I feel like if you are surgically altering your body for any other reason besides medical need, you don't love yourself.
Are you talking about plastic surgery?
Yes.
You got something against the silicone boobies?
Yes, I'm not for it.
What about the body wrap where they just get the booty and they
No.
get smooth it?
No.
I ain't say all that.
Now again, if you're naturally building your body to be a certain size or certain state of being, I applaud it. Do what you got to do. Get to it. But for you women that are taking the Miami trips and the trips to the foreign countries where you're taking the risk of altering your life or even dying for that matter, and you're only doing it for cosmetic appeal, you don't love yourself.
No, hold on real quick. In their defense, because I got to jump back and forth here. If you're only picking the chicks built like Megan Stallion,
there are women that are naturally built like that.
That ain't what we're talking about, though. We're talking about the ones that are getting a surgery, so they're not built that way.
Right.
So if you're only picking those women, what are they supposed? Because that is the same thought process behind the weave. If you're only picking those type of chicks, what are they supposed to do?
Well, it's just another form of coonery.
That didn't answer the question.
Hey man, there's a man out there that don't like that shit. There's
True.
too many people out here for women to even think like that. Like there's nobody that's gonna like you for you.
Yeah.
How many flat ass white girls out here don't have a problem finding a man? You don't need a big ass to find a man.
At all.
I mean, you might need one if you fucking with me, but I mean, but you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, listen. Does my girl got a big ass? Sure, of course. You know what it is. We like what we like.
You're part of the problem.
If you want to call it a problem,
see how you do you? See how you do you?
I am a problem, but I'll let you know this, okay? And I'm just gonna wrap this up because all this mess I started, I did this on purpose. And you know what? It's fucked up because I gotta wrap this up because guess what, people? I am about to take my woman to dinner.
Wow.
We finna have some Woo Steakhouse. And then after we get done and he's chefing it all up and cooking it and doing all that good stuff and putting the flames out, doing all that, guess what? She's gonna come home, she's gonna take a shower, and I'm gonna eat that pussy raw.
Jesus Christ, man.
Oh man.
Flambe.
Yeah, you got to go.
For all y'all thinking Law needs to do this and needs to spend time doing that, yeah, miss me with that shit. I'm about to go take my woman out and do all that shit that Law needs to do. So you know what I'm saying?
Since we soft.
Remember, people, the meek shall inherit the earth. Don't be scared to be subservient. I've been subservient.
Get your
Nigga with the
simple
money
ass
has
out the goddamn live, please. Bye.
So excuse me as I go eat my girl raw.
This nigga crazy, man.
What the hell that was?
Oh man. Hey, Sherelle.
Now, I don't think that was needed.
I mean, what other way is not raw? How do you put seasoning
I was about to ask.
Yeah.
How you cook it?
That one went over my head. Like
How you cook it? I'm trying to figure out how you get cooked. Okay.
What?
What's up, King?
I'm saying, like, if you can, hey King, if you can, you eating it raw, which means it could be cooked. I'm trying to figure out how you do that.
You know, someone who's a pussy eatingologist. Let's let Phil tell us that. How do you cook the pussy?
You set me up. That's crazy. Nah, I am a connoisseur. I'm a
Come on,
truth
my man.
connoisseur, but as far as my expertise goes, there's no method of cooking.
I had to look for my belt.
You know, it's
I know
served
that's
as is,
But
preferably room temperature. You know, but
let's bring it back since we have women in here. Phil says if you get any plastic surgery, you hate yourself and you are not a woman. Go ahead and speak on it, Phil.
I agree.
Tell us how that is.
Okay, let me go, Phil, because Phil my bro, so I ain't gonna go too out of pocket on Phil. He ain't light skin, you know. But look,
Like
Phil, think about this. I'm gonna tell you all about the cosmetic surgery that started all of this. Braces.
braces.
Why y'all never tell people who teeth come out fucked up? 3 rows in the front.
Oh Lord,
Man, she out
shoot,
of
get
there.
ready to cook too.
She out of there.
Oh, damn, Sherelle.
Bang.
Ah, man.
Hey, look though, man.
You got
What
the
is
right
the-
one in the room, so that's okay.
Mr. Medium Well. Okay,
Ah,
look though. This is what I'm saying. Everybody want to go to the Dr. Miami to get the implants, to get things tight that they can't really get by working out. Because if you got a chick that done had 2 or 3 kids and their stomach can't tighten up,
Right.
now that's okay. So all that other stuff is kind of redundant because you can go work out to a gym. That's called really being lazy. If you want to spend your money on going to get butt implants and titty implants and all this other extra stuff, then that's just a waste of money to me. When you can just
Right.
go in the gym and work that out and get it right. Because all that, really, your body ain't going to get right until you decide you can eat good. You got to eat right. You can't be eating that junk and expecting to have a body like Kim K or somebody.
Her
You
body's
know what I'm
fake.
saying?
Also,
Kim K got
bought her
plastic
body,
surgery,
so
dog.
bad example.
But no. That really
Yeah.
wasn't a bad example because the things that Kim K did to her body, you can do that regularly by working out.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So
I see what
she
you're
got
saying.
her body the perfect way that you can do still by doing a couple sit-ups, push-ups, getting under them, hitting the little dumbbells, all that kind of stuff, and working your arms the right way to build your upper chest.
Yeah. And let's not get it misconstrued too. There's dudes out here buying abs.
Oh, yeah, buying chest and arms and all that.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
Beards too. Beards
Right.
and waves.
on
Right.
that aspect, then they wrong for doing that too, because I feel like God put you here to be natural.
Yeah.
So
Well, fix
why
y'all
not
teeth.
work your natural
Why y'all
body
fix y'all
out to
teeth?
see how it turns out?
Because everybody
Yeah.
go fix their teeth.
Okay, I
Nah,
get
my
that.
grill's jacked up still, and I'm leaving it like that.
Look,
I ain't
Okay,
gonna
Phil,
lie to you.
look. This what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Why do people fix their teeth? Because that's literally how God made you. Your teeth is fucked up. Your teeth have 3 rows. Why you spend thousands of dollars on braces to fix it? Because you care about how you look. That's
Right.
the
It's an
reality.
insecurity.
And this is the thing, Phil. You saying people hate that. They do have women who hate themselves. There are women who starve themselves. There's bulimia, anorexia. There are people who kill themselves because they don't like the way they look. So you saying you go and get your surgery because you hate yourself. You just saying that's true facts. They really.
Oh Lord, we done lost you. Come on,
come
man.
on,
You
Sherelle.
getting
Damn, I
on a
thought
good
she done got
roll.
into
Come
a
on,
wreck or
Sherelle, get it
something. The
together.
way her goddamn
Damn.
phone and shit went everywhere.
What's
Man,
good,
let me
Fat
say
Man?
this, man. Let me say this. I gotta go back a little bit.
Oh, that fat neck.
First of all,
Oh, that fat
First of
neck.
all, that me. But my thing is, everybody talking about all the boss stuff, and then it went to people not working. My wife has been a housewife since shit. I started trucking, and with that, it's like ground rules and everything were set.
Right.
As far as what law said when it come to getting home and not doing nothing, man, you done lost your damn mind. Um, this is what I do when I get home. That first day after being home, I decompress. Saturday, we might have a family. But Sunday, I'm lifting couches while the kids are her sweet. It's all about the whole aspect of teamwork.
Right. Okay.
All right. Number two, what was? God damn it! I lost my train of thought on the other part. Oh, as far as the wigs and weaves go, just in general, everybody seems to be taking these hardline positions, but nobody ever wants to talk about the nuances. For
Such as
example,
what?
for example, sew-ins and blonde wigs are not. That's a hard no for me, and my wife knows that. But if she wants to get braids or wear a wig, that's fine. Why? Because a wig can come right off, and braids, I can see the roots of her head.
Well, let me ask you, what's the difference between a weave and a wig? In your perspective, I want to get some understanding.
Okay, go ahead and ask.
No, I'm
He's
asking you,
asking
what's the
you.
difference? What's the difference between a weave and a wig for you?
The difference is immediate access to her natural hair. See, with that,
Okay.
if you gotta sew it in where it covers your head like a literal hair hat.
Mm-hmm.
If I gotta cut strings or I gotta use some acetone to get some shit off your head, nah, that's not gonna work for me. And them blonde wigs, no, bitch, you ain't. Oh, sorry, no, my dear, you not white. Why you got blonde? Why you got blonde shit in your head?
Okay.
No. And then a lot of them would probably try to use that. Well, what about the people that was from that island that where they got naturally blonde hair? Their hair is blonde and it's naturally blonde, but it ain't platinum blonde. It's more like a dirty. It's more like a dirty
There's a brown.
reddish.
There's a brown to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So that's not gonna fly.
So let
And
me
you
get
ain't
your
from
thoughts
that
on this,
island.
TB.
My thoughts?
Yeah.
I disagree completely. Any form of it is cool for me. But like I said when I started, it's my opinion, and it's the rules that go towards the woman I'm with. I don't got to be with your woman.
Oh
Right.
yeah,
You know?
facts.
Yeah, it's
I
my
respect
opinion.
the hell out your opinion.
All
Okay.
I'm saying is, if let's say my woman said I'm gonna put a wig on because I'm going to a banquet or something like that, you know, it is what it is. But if it comes down to it, because a lot of it is if you ask me my opinion, because my woman has the freedom to do what she wants to do, but don't ask me because I'm gonna tell you.
Exactly.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, I think
That's what I mean by the nuances of it all.
Right. I got
Right.
you.
But I know that if I'm picking a mate, and like I said, I am I am a recovered coon, like we all are, because of the miseducation. So
I'm a recovered simp, so
exactly. So
Yeah.
once I got my education on, I had to understand. I used to, when I was younger, I only dated women that were very, very pale skinned because I thought that was success. I thought that was the thing until I start understanding that the lighter you get, the more susceptible you are to the sun. And then I started understanding those aspects of it. Then it was like,
bless you.
if I'm going to procreate, then I must want to procreate with a darker skinned woman. That's when I start understanding and getting conscious. So it's what I'm saying. If the women are saying I'm trying to attract a conscious male, a male that loves me for being black, weave is not advantageous towards that action. Because you're attracting someone who's attracted to that type of hair, that type of phenotype. They're actually not attracted to black women. So when they get their money together, instead of getting a pseudo white woman, they'll just get a white woman. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. I like both perspectives. I respect it.
But I'm not saying, oh, you came here with a wig, killer. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'm not going to stick my dick in you.
Right. Okay.
And all the women want my dick. That's a fact.
This
Hey,
nigga.
listen, how I feel about it? It's a
Yeah,
no.
go ahead, Darnell.
Yeah, it's a no. That wig shit, that shit ain't it. That ain't where it's at.
Why are you against it, Darnell?
That makeup, I ain't feeling that shit either. You looking like a fucking clown.
Jesus
Now, as
Christ.
far as the makeup goes, if it's lightly applied, but
What's that noise?
you,
Hold on.
you
Yeah,
should
but
not, you should not, your face after you're done, you should not look like some witchcraft shit. Like you do not look, you have so much makeup on that you don't look self.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Yeah, like they put that stuff on their eyes, looking like
You know another thing I can't stand though.
What's that, brother?
But you know another thing I can't stand.
Yeah.
what?
Them long ass, thick ass eyelashes. Like if she gets something caught in her eye, she gonna start flying away or some shit.
Well, I mean, that's
Like I can't stand that. Like baby, Shawty, you look like Lamb Chop from Lamb Chop Play Along. Take that shit off your eyes.
The biggest problem is the fact that when we this is being said in a certain way, and women are going to take offense to it. But basically, what you're hearing black men say is, you know what? I would rather see you.
Yeah.
You didn't have to add anything. You could have just been you.
yeah,
And
but a
they
lot
will-
of them don't feel comfortable with them. Nah,
Yeah.
they don't feel comfortable. And I just want to tell you something. If one of y'all got Law's number, what I'm gonna call her from now on is light skinned in law. Be careful.
And Law was tripping with that Al B. Sure outro. Ladies, I love you all. Like, damn it, boy. Oh, that you went Al B. Sure on our head.
Not wanting to say something serious. Be careful eating the booty.
Oh, my
This
bad.
dude ate,
Man.
this dude, oh, there you go. This dude ate the booty and he died because he got salmonella in his body. So
He
be
said
careful.
he was going to eat the pussy. He didn't say booty. How we get the booty?
Oh,
Yo, wait a minute.
I am
my
not trying to
bad,
catch
my
you,
bad.
Fuck that.
Yo, we just lying on Law today, ain't we?
Hey, look,
God,
strike that from the record. Strike that from the record. I apologize.
Boom, boom. Damn, they're just looking at anything to say about you. Like,
Jeez.
damn.
Nah, they just saying they didn't like that I'll be sure outro
I'll
you
be
did
sure
towards the ladies.
outro. Damn, I'll be the simp though. Hey, ladies, remember, I'm fighting a good fight for y'all. I love y'all.
Light skin
See how they do
in-law.
me? You see how they do
Light
me?
skin.
When I fight the fight for y'all when I talk about boss? Who got this shit popping right now? That's all I got to say, you know? I got this motherfucker popping right
So
now. That's all I
light
got.
skin
That's because
in-law.
you went controversial on the shit that you said.
Exactly. Hey, I'm just trying to. Hey, these are real life situations, and we all have issues, and we all have things that we need to work towards and work together and get through. And this is just, it is what it is. I got it popping, ladies. I'm your model. I'm your model. They out here killing me for y'all. They killing me for this shit. I could have came in. Listen, I could have came in and be like, listen, yeah. Have my fucking dinner when I'm ready. I make $150,000 a year. I'm the fucking boss. I don't want a boss chick and all that. No, I'm trying to compromise. And what I get for compromise? Law light skin. Law ain't.
Right.
Ladies, I'm out here fighting for y'all, and this how
Light
my back.
skin in-law.
When I call
Light
y'all,
skin
have
in-law.
my back, man.
Light skin in-law. Now you sugar stepping. Come on, brother. That ain't what you were saying in the beginning.
That ain't what you were saying in the beginning.
I was giving examples. I didn't say that was me. I was giving examples.
Yeah, he
I did not say that was me.
He was saying it as a conversation piece. He wasn't saying it was his view. I think that's why a lot of people are confused. That he was starting.
Yeah, this was all conversation points. This ain't our personal
and then I threw him under the
aspects.
bus on purpose. I threw him under the bus.
I'm cleared up at the end. I'm finna go take my girl out for Japanese steak and sushi and eat that papaya. You know what I'm saying? Listen. I don't have no problem.
The papaya.
I don't have no problem. I'm trying to help people with
sir,
I don't have problem.
Sir, cousin, light skin in-law. That's too much information.
Hold on. So Darnell, you saying that eating the pussy at all is bad?
No, that's okay. That shit gotta be smelling right.
Uh-oh, now we done walked into another trap door.
My Nubian queen is here. What do you say, my love? Okay, here I come.
Get your simping ass off the phone.
Get your soft ass off the thing. She said, bring your ass on.
Here you go with that soft.
Hey,
she told him bring his ass.
Oh man!
Listen, y'all. This was supposed to be women only, but the men still came in the room. I put ladies only on the link. Dudes was like, screw that. coming in
Let
anyway.
Sherelle come back in with her simple mobile phone. Maybe it'll be all right.
No, her
Yo.
phone ain't working, dog. They definitely pose let me in with a wig and makeup on. I'm gonna let you in
Yeah,
regardless of what you got on. That's if you gonna stand on it 10 toes down. But like I said, these are opinions. You can live any life you want to live. But since we're talking about our opinions, my opinion is I prefer a woman with her hair and natural. And I'm not kissing you with a whole bunch of makeup on and all that. Now, if you got to do it, you say you about to go on an interview or you're doing something where you have to do it, you have to bend to some bullshit. But I'm talking about what I'm interested in. If I'm looking through a list of women and I see blonde or colored hair, I'm not into that. Me. But I think what the problem is when you have a
me
difference of
either.
opinion, they don't like it.
And my opinion is I'm kind of indifferent when it comes to that. I mean, granted, my wife has gone natural now, and I do appreciate that more than what she did wear before. But it wasn't against my my personal morale as to whether or not she was wearing a weave. I just prefer that it be together if you're gonna do it.
No, me personally, and especially if we're going to get to the point where we're having kids, what you do is an example. So if I can't be running in the streets and whoring and drug dealing and abusing women because, hey, you got to be a man and be an example, then you have to be example as a black woman.
That's fair.
That
is all fair.
The example that you're giving my black daughter, if you're my baby mother, with all these colors in and all this weave, you're giving her the example of you have to do this to be pretty. Your natural shit isn't good enough. And I ain't going for it. Personally.
And I would love to get Sherelle's perspective as to why women or why she does it maybe personally or what her background was leading up to making some of those choices over maybe necessarily being natural.
Let me see if she called in. 1 second, Darnell. Don't see her. Oh, there she go. You ready to come in, Sherelle? Huh? I don't know. You don't look situated. You situated? I'm talking to you, Sherelle. I'm looking right at you. She can't hear me. But you're not in yet, darling. You all right, I'm about to bring you in.
Tell Tara go sit the fuck down.
Okay, this is my thing. Let me tell y'all. Because I've been saying first of all, I got Verizon. I pay $157 for my phone bill. Y'all gonna stop coming for my phone. People call my phone in the live ends for me. That's what happens. When somebody calls, it takes me out the stream. That's one. Two, my mama and my grandmother had gold hair, not blonde hair. Which y'all need to understand that half of these colors that we put in our hair does not naturally grow out anybody's hair. Not white women, not anything. It doesn't naturally grow. Second, third of all, I have beautiful, long, natural hair. I don't do perms or anything. But I do like coloring my hair. Red, blue, green, yellow, indifferent. I'm going to do pink for my birthday. I'm not doing that to my natural hair. I would never destroy my natural follicles on my hair. So I will do that. I was raised by a man. Y'all know that. I did not used to do makeup. I do this to be girly. Because this is what I saw other women doing. Dressing up, putting on hair. My daddy never allowed me to wear natural hair. Like perm, like I had regular hair. I could not put weave in my head or nothing like that. All while I was a child. This is what I do for me. So I respect your opinion, TB. I respect all y'all opinions because everybody's entitled to their opinion. Right. What I'm saying is this. I don't care how much y'all drink Coca-Cola. It ain't never put Pepsi out of business. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to find somebody on the market that want what I want. Okay? Domino's run around. Pizza Hut run around. Papa John's run around. It all can exist. Frito-Lay got the chips down packed, but ain't nobody going to tell me that they ain't going to eat the fucking Voodoo Zaps in New Orleans because that's what we want. Period.
Yeah, Zaps do be snapping. I ain't going to hold you on that one. Zaps be hitting different. I'd drive to Lake Charles for some Zaps.
That was interesting. That was so interesting. It was. I'm going to give you that. But it ain't going to put Pepsi out of business, and it damn sure ain't going to stop giving black people more than anybody else diabetes. So, them being out of business is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. What we are discussing, number one, is a person's opinion. So, this is just my opinion on who I choose to deal with. So when a person tells me, well, I'm going to keep doing this to be me, that's not you. So I don't see how you're doing that to be you. That's number two. Number three It is not a attack onto you. We were discussing our opinions. Now, if your opinion is that this is someone's going to like it for you, actually most people are going to like it for you because most people are coons. So that's not a problem. You're actually going to get more people trying to holler at you because more black men like coon shit. Now, it isn't a problem either way. I don't want to get stuck on this conversation because, like I said, neither one of these people that do this is my woman, and I'm not in charge of them. I'm not even in charge of my woman directly. What I'm saying is this. This is how I feel. Now, if men, I say it is men's fault to some degree, it's because when y'all get to a certain height, y'all show these women that you like that type of chick. You like white chicks, you like Dominican chicks, you like the Nicki Minaj's and all the stallions and all that other type of stuff. So what else are they supposed to do? It does not negate it from being cooning. Sorry. That's my view. Now, the Pepsi thing and the montage and all that and the chips, all that shit is killing niggas. So I don't see how that's anti-cooning. But it's all love. They are still in business because killing niggas is a good business. Right? Right? Isn't that right? I mean, killing niggas is the best business in this country. So that's like saying, well, the prisons aren't out of business. Of course they're not, because they love imprisoning and killing niggas. That's why they call your neighborhood a food desert. In a food desert, they have Pepsi, Coca-Cola, and chips. Ain't this a bitch? What you didn't say was organic apples and shit. That's funny how that didn't go out of business. Now, my views are my views, and most black people do not like my views because my views hurt feelings. They do. But let's think of this. If you want a black man that is attracted to black women, wearing weave is not advantageous to you finding that because usually they're looking at hair that is not your own. Meaning, when you get with this dude and you build him up and you spend your money and you do all this shit and you work him through school and all this other shit that y'all say y'all do for niggas. After you do all of this, what is he gonna do when he get his money together? He gonna get a woman whose hair comes out of their head like that naturally. And then they're gonna get on TV and say, oh, I like it because I can run my hand through their hair. Ain't this a bitch? Did you believe you attracted a man that liked Negroes? No, you didn't. Because a man that likes Negroes likes Negro hair. Right? So what you're actually dealing with is niggas who want white girls and Dominicans but will settle for a black girl with that prosthetic in her hair. And when he gets that money, he's going to cash you in for the real fucking deal. That's my view. Now, I've been on here with y'all for 2 hours. And I know a lot of people don't like what I got to say about this, but I gives a fuck. Because I don't take coon shit into it in advisement. I don't. I really don't do that. I don't do that. And I'm a dick. I know I'm a dick. I know it. I'm wrong. I'm the worst person in the world. Because I want to see your natural hair. Banish thee. I want you to take the makeup off and take the wig off and be you. And that's who I want to bust a nut in. But I'm wrong for that. But the dude who wants to see shit that ain't you, he's the man. I digress. People, I appreciate y'all for coming in watching the new regime. We done blew this bitch up. But I have to go in the other room and tend to my black woman with natural hair. Yeah. Natural hair. I got to tend to my black woman with natural hair that comes out of her hair the way it's supposed to be. You do whatever you want. I'm not trying to have sex with you. So it ain't a big deal. You don't got to do off what I'm saying. I'm not trying to do you. I'm just saying my opinion. So if I say I do get a bunch of millions of dollars, am I going to cash my old lady in for a hybrid? Probably not. Because I'm attracted to black women, black hair, black skin tone, black nappy pubic hair, black attitude, black smell, black phenotype. This This has been the rebirth and the re-education. Niggas ain't supposed to like it, but it ain't for niggas. It's for black people. Do we understand? I'll see y'all later. I bid you adieu. Goodbye. Y'all done got me.